Enzo Maresca is prepared to quit Chelsea after a massive fallout with the Blues board. Italian Maresca did not appear for the post-match press conference following the 2-2 draw with Bournemouth on Tuesday, with the club reporting the manager had fallen ill. Sign up for the Chelsea newsletter. Thank you. Enzo Maresca is willing to quit his job as Chelsea managerCredit, EPA. The Italian is understood to have had a massive falling out with the boardCredit, Getty. But Sun Sport can reveal it was a conscious decision by Maresca to not attend and that there was no health issue involved. Maresca instead wanted to make a decision about his future at the club as he mulls calling time on his stay at Stamford Bridge, although at this stage he has not made a final decision and is considering all his options. Sun Sport understands that Maresca has a huge regard for the club and the supporters. He accepts the pressure of expectations from the Blues fans given the successes of the past 20 years. Read more Chelsea news. Maresca, 45, feels that those demands are actually healthy and that they serve to push him and the club forward. The former Leicester boss is equally insistent that the demands and conditions placed on him from above are such that any top manager would struggle to accept them. He hoped that delivering 2 trophies last season, the Conference League and FIFA Club World Cup, in addition to qualifying for the Champions League, would allow him to build on that platform this term. But the relationship between the Italian and his superiors has disintegrated over recent months. Most read in football. Sun Vegas welcome offer. Get £50 bonus when you join. Enzo Maresca's relationship with the Chelsea board has disintegrated in recent months. Credit. Getty. Instead, it seems that Maresca is poised to go the same way as his 4 short-lived predecessors, Thomas Tuchel, Frank Lampard, Graham Potter and Mauricio Pochettino, since the Todd Boehly-led Clearlake Consortium bought out Roman Abramovich's stake in 2022. His unexpected announcement that he had suffered the worst 48 hours of his career before last month's win over Everton was a statement that had been brewing inside Maresca for weeks. Maresca had reached the point where he felt he could no longer keep his frustrations to himself and wanted to make a public stance. He feels he is not being allowed to do the job the way he wants to do it and feels it should be done. And while Maresca, who has given his players 2 days off, currently intends being in charge for Sunday's game at Manchester City, the situation is increasingly fluid. Against Bournemouth, Chelsea fans in the Matthew Harding stand told Maresca, "You don't know what you're doing," as he took off starman Cole Palmer. There were nearly 30 minutes still left to play against the Cherries, but boos rang all around Stamford Bridge as frustration from the supporters grows. Maresca's Blues, the youngest squad in the Prem this season, went on to drop more points from a winning position, and they have now thrown away 15 points from being in front in the Prem, 13 of them at home. They are 5th in the Prem, a mammoth 15 points behind leaders Arsenal, with both London teams having played 19 games at the halfway stage of the league campaign. Worst 48 hours since I joined the club because people didn't support me and the team. Enzo Maresca after Chelsea's win over Everton. Co-owner Igbali looked furious following the Bournemouth match as he headed for the dressing room. While there has been online anger directed at co-sporting directors Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart as things threatened to turn toxic. If Chelsea lose at title-chasing City, then fail to win at neighbours Fulham 3 days later, they could find themselves in mid-table. And failing to qualify for next season's Champions League would be a massive blow to the club's finances and prestige. Recommended stories. Before Christmas, Maresca was being touted as a potential replacement for Pep Guardiola at City. Now all eyes will be on the Spaniard's former assistant on his return to Manchester, with major doubts over how long he will stay in his current job.